So if you're thinking of making a move, Mount Lebanon might be on your list of neighborhoods to consider. Today we're going to talk about the commute, the parks, what the homes are like, the schools, the businesses, and so much more to give you an idea of what the lifestyle is like in Mount Lebanon, Pennsylvania. So Mount Lebanon is located just 7 short miles south of the city of Pittsburgh, in the heart of what we locals like to call the South Hills of Pittsburgh. If you're new to town, you will quickly realize that commute time and traffic can be a little bit of a thing. And the beautiful part about Mount Lebanon is there's only a 20-minute commute downtown. Because you are so close to the city, you can just jump right on 19 and head downtown through the tunnel, and it only takes you 20 minutes. If you need to get out to the airport, if you fly frequently or travel frequently, it's only 27 minutes from Mount Lebanon all the way out to Moon Township, where the airport is located. So getting anywhere within the city of Pittsburgh is super easy from Mount Lebanon. Now, one thing you will have to deal with that's a minor headache, because you are so close to the city, everyone leaving the city in the evening is going to have to travel through Mount Lebanon to get out. So you do have a little bit of just local traffic in those heavy high commute times. But considering the fact that most people in Mount Lebanon walk to everything they need or bike to everything they need, you can easily avoid it. Let's talk about the vibe of Mount Lebanon. The vibe in Mount Lebanon is definitely family friendly, but definitely more urban, right? In that the houses are a little bit closer together. You're walking to almost everything that you want to go to, or you can walk to almost everything you want to go to. There's fewer, square feet in the yard. Yards tend to be a little bit smaller. Houses are closer together. So in that sense, it's a little bit more urban feeling. But I would say that there is a distinctly upscale feel about Mount Lebanon that most people really like. There are really older, architecturally significant homes there, tree-lined streets with great sidewalks, and a lot of those streets actually have the original cobblestone still intact, and they're beautiful. So the vibe in Mount Lebanon is definitely unique, and it definitely has a historic bent to it. One thing to mention is that Mount Lebanon has a ton of community amenities. They've got a great recreation center that has an indoor ice rink, an outdoor swimming pool, great event spaces. They've got paddle tennis courts, they have an amazing golf course, they've got community parks and pavilions, not to mention all of the fitness classes, wellness classes, youth sports, babysitting prep classes for your kiddos who want to start babysitting. The list goes on and on. Mount Lebanon is one of the South Hills communities that I envy when it comes to the amazing community offerings that they have. One question that we have to talk about that we get a ton is about the schools in Mount Lebanon. And if you are a local here in Pittsburgh, you know that Mount Lebanon schools are very well known for being really top-notch. They're ranked consistently in the list of top schools in the state of Pennsylvania. What I love about the schools in Mount Lebanon is that they are a completely walkable district, meaning there's no school transportation, there are no school buses. Everybody walks or drives to school. And so that means that they have neighborhood elementary schools. So Mount Lebanon has 7 neighborhood elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 1 high school. And again, what is really nice about that is that your elementary school, because it's a neighborhood elementary, is bound to be close to your home within a walking distance. They have great community crossing guards that help the kids cross the street if your children are walkers, so you can feel safe and sound knowing that they're in good hands getting to school. And there's really a tight-knit feel because the elementary school is so small, so much smaller than it typically would be. Class sizes tend to be smaller. You really get to know, all of the other children and families in the classroom, and a lot of people really like that. One of my absolute favorite parts about Mount Lebanon is the fact that they have such unique and interesting businesses that are just literally steps from your front door. They have 2 main business districts, the smaller of which is located on Beverly Road, and and you will find everything from a bank to a flower shop. You'll find coffee shops, you'll find a pizza place, an ice cream shop. You'll also find Paneria Jasmine, which is a Mexican bakery that I absolutely love. And I highly recommend going down to Mediterra Cafe for their weekend brunch with live music and cocktails. It is so much fun and can't be missed. The second business district in Mount Lebanon is the larger of the two, and it's right on Washington Road in the heart of Mount Lebanon, just as you're coming from downtown. You will literally find everything there. I mean, it is like 5 blocks of shops. So you have everything from wood-fired great food at Il Pizzaiolo to Lebanese fare at Aladdin's Eatery. You have got Asian-inspired cuisine at Sesame Inn. Truthfully, you have probably 3 coffee shop options there, all of which I love. And then you have other businesses, the eye doctor, the dentist, all of those are up there too. So it's a really great place, again, within walking distance from a lot of homes in Mount Lebanon, where you can just go, stop at a bookstore, stop and grab a coffee, and just enjoy a Saturday afternoon. And it is one of the best parts of living in Mount Lebanon. Let's dive into the real estate in Mount Lebanon. So on average, your sales price in Mount Lebanon falls right around $430,000. That's a little bit higher than some of the surrounding suburbs, but that doesn't mean you still can't find entry level or starter homes in Mount Lebanon. You truthfully can find anything from condo living in uptown Mount Lebanon right there on Washington Road. You can find starter homes in Sunset Hills. You can find even more estate style homes, in the $2 million plus range. So this, for example, this home that sold on Broadmoor sold right at $200,000. It's a smaller home, needs a little bit more work, but again, if you want to get into a great school district with a really great lifestyle and a really great vibe, this is a great way to do that. Just take on a little bit of a project, fix this up over time, and then sell it at a profit. This home on Oakwood, for example, this is selling more in the average price point. It sold right at $435,000. And as you can see, it's got decent updates, might need a little tweak here or there cosmetically, but it's got great square footage. It's got a decent sized yard. You'll notice yard sizes in Mount Lebanon tend to be a little bit smaller. Your chances of getting a finished basement are a little bit less likely in Mount Lebanon. And then on the other side of the coin, you've got this home on Valley View that sold for $2.6 million. And as we take a look at it, you can see why. It's got 5 bedrooms, over 6,000 square feet. It has amazing woodworking detail, and just check out that backyard with that outdoor kitchen. It is truly one of a kind. So as you can see, in Mount Lebanon, they have the gamut, all the way from entry level to really truly unique, architecturally significant homes. Mount Lebanon has a ton to offer, and if you're looking for a new neighborhood, it definitely should be one that you add to your consideration list. If you need any help whatsoever finding your next home or selling your next home, take a look down in the caption. There is a link where we can do a discovery call if you need help with your real estate journey. And if this video was at all helpful for you, we would greatly appreciate it if you could let us know by just hitting the like button so that we know what content you love watching and what you'd like to see more of. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.